Jacob wrestles with God. Genesis 32 presents one of the most mysterious and symbolic episodes in the entire Bible. Jacob wrestling with a divine being. On the surface, it's a gripping story of physical struggle, but beneath that, it's packed with meaning, historical, metaphorical, and spiritual. It's a turning point in Jacob's life and a timeless reflection of the human condition. Historical background. Jacob's life had been marked by conflict and deception. He deceived his father Isaac and stole the blessing meant for his brother Esau. Fearing Esau's wrath, Jacob fled and spent years away, building a family and wealth. Now, in Genesis 32, Jacob is returning home and dreading the confrontation with Esau. As night falls near the Jabbok River, Jacob sends his family ahead and remains alone. There, in the dark, he is attacked by an unknown man and wrestles with him until daybreak. This wasn't just a physical fight, it was a spiritual moment, a divine encounter. The man Jacob wrestled is later revealed to be God, or at least a manifestation of God. Genesis 32:30. By sunrise, Jacob is limping but transformed. He receives a new name, Israel, which means he struggles with God. This moment marks a new chapter not just for Jacob, but for the entire nation that would bear his name. Metaphorical meaning. Jacob's wrestling match is much more than a historical narrative. It's a metaphor for inner struggle, growth, and transformation. Jacob didn't just wrestle with God, he wrestled with his past, his guilt, his identity, and his future. In that all-night battle, Jacob faced the truth about who he had been, the deceiver, the manipulator, the one always running. But he didn't let go. He fought for a blessing, and he came out changed, physically and spiritually. The limp Jacob carried after that night is symbolic. True transformation often leaves a mark. Growth isn't clean or painless, but it's real. His new name, Israel, is powerful. It's not about perfection, it's about struggle. Faith isn't always serene or certain. Sometimes it's gritty, desperate, and messy. Jacob's story shows that struggling with God isn't failure. It's part of the journey, relevance in today's modern life. In today's world, many of us are wrestling with identity, purpose, pain, doubts, or direction. Like Jacob, we often find ourselves in the dark, alone, uncertain of what's ahead. We try to hold it together, manage appearances, control outcomes. But deep down, there's a struggle. Jacob's story tells us it's okay to wrestle. In fact, it might be necessary. Transformation doesn't happen by avoiding conflict or numbing pain. It happens in the struggle. This passage speaks to those facing life-changing decisions, those burdened by guilt or shame from their past, those doubting their faith or purpose, those navigating grief, anxiety, or transition. The message is clear. Don't run from the fight. Don't let go until you get the blessing. And don't be afraid to walk with a limp, because that limp might be the sign that you've met God in your struggle. Personal reflection. Jacob's story hits hard because it's real. I've wrestled with doubt, fear, identity, and faith. There have been nights when everything felt uncertain, where I felt alone, overwhelmed, and unsure of what tomorrow would bring. But those moments weren't wasted. They were sacred. They taught me endurance. They forced me to let go of ego and control. And like Jacob, I came out different. Not perfect, but changed. I've learned that the struggle isn't a detour, it's the path. And sometimes the most honest prayer we can pray is to say, like Jacob, I will not let you go until you bless me. Thank you for watching. If this story speaks to you, if you've ever felt like you were wrestling with something bigger than yourself, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video if you found value in Jacob's story. Share it with someone who needs encouragement in their struggle. And subscribe for more content that dives deep into the Bible and connects it to real life today. Your struggle has meaning. Your story matters. And like Jacob, you too can walk away changed.